From KwaZulu-Natal to the Eastern Cape we go now, where the Premier in that province, Oscar Mabuyane, has praised the provincial legislature for introducing cost-cutting measures that are linked to the State of the Province address. The provincial legislature has drastically reduced the SOPA budget from 5 million rand to 700,000 rand. Our SABC News reporter Busisiwe Jamsana-Mantashe caught up with the Speaker of the Legislature, Helen Sauls-August.
Very good afternoon, and indeed we have just had that announcement by the provincial legislature where the Speaker said as the legislature starting from this term they will be saving close to 2.5 million rand each term, which will result to 12.5 million over the 5-year period. They are going to reduce the budget allocated to the State of the Province address from 5 million rand to 700,000 rand. They will be doing away with the tents that are usually put outside the ablution facility, that whole red carpet feel that is usually outside in marquees. But to talk to us more about this, I'm joined by the Speaker of the Legislature, Mama Helen Sauls-August. Thank you so much for your time. Drastic cost-cutting measures that you've put in place. Tell us about them.
Well, obviously it is necessitated for this sixth term of the legislature. We are all facing financial constraints, even the legislature, and we needed to look at what is in the best interest of this legislature. Every expenditure obviously has to be viewed against, is it assisting us with effective oversight? Is it assisting us to enhance public participation? Is it assisting us in making sure that we pass laws and have good governance at the end of the day? And when we look back at how it came about, that actually it went out of the chamber, it was due to renovations that were done in the legislature. And it continued in the 4th term and it continued into the 5th term. We believe with all of the renovations that have been done, it has now come to an end. We are able to come back into the legislature and host an auspicious and an august occasion here for our Premier to come and table to the province, the people of the Eastern Cape, the State of the Province address. And we believe that this is but just one of those areas where the legislature really had to look at it, where money is being spent, whether it is value that is derived out of that spending. Obviously also the categories will still be there. There is still eminent people, there is still business, traditional, religious sector, the municipalities, all of those sectors and the categories will still be invited. All that we are doing, instead of giving you 5 and 10, we are now giving you 2 and 3. And we believe it is still representative of the constituency of the Eastern Cape.
And of course, some of that money, about 1.4 million, was used in the tent outside. You're no longer going to need the marquees outside. Now you're going to bring in people inside and reduce the number of guests that you have. But still, you were spending 1.2 million on catering. How are you going to reduce in terms of catering that you will be using on that day?
Well, obviously, the issue of catering is always a fine balancing act that you have to remember. Also, people will be traveling. A lot of them will be traveling in the morning from very far places, 6 hours, 8 hours just to arrive here. But we had to take into consideration, again, against those 3 questions, is it in the best interest? And we believe that we've tested it out with the swearing in of members and the basically the oath affirmation taken by the Premier on the same day, on the 22nd, and we have seen that just having a very good finger lunch could suffice, and really also making sure that at least we give people something. They've traveled for long distances, they're going to travel for another 4 to 6 hours, but without going a three-course meal that comes to almost 1.2, 1.4 million. And we believe this is totally unnecessary. We all have to be stringent, we all have to be conversant that where the money is going and for who the money is going at the end of the day. We also know, obviously, that in this process, a lot of SMMEs has benefit and business. So surely there will still be aspects, because in this we will still need SMMEs to cater for the 650 guests that is there. But also remembering you still have people of the South African Police Service that will be doing duty, the parade that will be there. So we believe in using these SMMEs and just providing a substantive but finger lunch for them. It will suffice, and I don't think anybody will feel undone. The days of having 3-course meals, I mean, that is for other types of functions that may be there from time to time. But as I'm saying, the legislature will have to take a hard look, and why is it necessary if we even have to do this in this term.